We think we move pretty fast when we make a decision about something that we know either needs to be implemented or changed or anything in regards to that, right?
Mm.
And we think we move a lot faster than most other people. Why do you think we move faster? And why do you think other people move slow?
Hmm. I'm actually going to take a bit to think about this one. We move faster because we see that there's one thing at any point that's limiting the business, whereas other people move slower because they like doing certain things within a business. So when it comes to business ownership, people typically get into business ownership because they were really good at the technical skill and they don't want to be told what to do. When it comes to actually running of the business, that technical skill is only one tiny little slice of actually what running a business looks like. Now, I'm not good at everything that is in a business, but there are certain things that I'm very good at that I can also act on really quickly. And then I've got yourself and other people that are very quick at acting on the other key components of the business. So we've got 3 or 4 really great people within this business. And as a consequence of that, we can move really fast because any one of the levers that needs to be pulled around cash, expenses, executing on a project, marketing, whatever it might need to be, can be done very, very fast by a person that, in my words, I'd say would be an A-level talent of it. And that is why we move quickly. Whereas other people, their realm of competency, they're only a C player in certain things. And at times, when that certain skill is required to grow the business, they just fight us around with it. So they can't actually move very quickly on it because they're not very effective. And then they keep doing the things that they enjoy doing. And if you're good at marketing, but your swim school's already full, don't bother doing any more marketing. You're better off to try and train and hire more staff, which means you should be doing something completely different. But people like the feeling of getting in the inquiries and being able to talk about, oh, we're completely booked out. Our swim school's not booked out. That's because we can train enough staff. I would be disappointed if we were booked out because that would be an indication of we don't know how to find staff and train staff to be good enough. And I've seen a lot of swim school owners that wear it as a badge of honor. Oh my gosh, I'm booked out. Well, it obviously means you either don't know how to raise your prices so that you can reinvest into more staff, or you just don't know how to train and retain staff.
So the reason that we're faster is because we have more clarity on what's the one thing that we need to work on.
We're faster also because we understand the importance of speed as well. Like you and I are young, but we don't want to be doing this stuff at 60 years of age. We want to grow the business and to be able to grow with the business. I could not think of anything worse than doing the exact same thing for my entire life. I want to understand what the constraint of the business is and then be able to move up the rungs of swim school ownership as the business gets bigger and we take on more swim schools. Doing the exact same thing over and over again for 40 years would be just hell for me. So I have to move quickly. Otherwise, I'm just going to repeat the same thing over and over again. And that's because inherently staff will turn over and customers will leave. So if you can get things to happen in one day instead of 7 days, you're moving at a speed of 7 times faster than other people. And that means that the amount of customers that are dropping off or the amount of staff that are leaving because they're going off to uni or because the kids have graduated the swim school is cut into 1/7. So you're just moving so much quicker as you grow.
And then the other reason that we see other people do things slowly is because they're doing what's comfortable, not what's uncomfortable or what's needed.
Yeah, so there's a couple of things in that. There's people will do what they have to do that's on their job description that gets management off their back because we're such a flat organization and you and I are across everything. We only care about making sure that the things that are getting done that reduce the risk of the business and that continue to grow the business. That's it. Where there are other swim schools that are owned by investors or whatever it might be, and they focus on managing the business from a cost accounting basis as opposed from a throughput basis. So theory of constraints is what I use, which isn't favorable for accountants at all, and they really struggle to understand it. And then I also have the belief that I want to spend as much money on marketing as possible at any one period of time. And that means that I can get more customers or I can get more staff. And most people or most swim school owners don't have that belief. And as a consequence, they're always trying to do things that minimize their expenses, whereas I want to spend as much money as I can to get a return on it.